Well, she describes herself as an ice queen, and then she eventually melted for Grant. But was it too little, too late? Let's find out. Dina, why don't you come up? Have a seat.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being here. I know you're someone who is used to always putting your walls up, but I really thought, like, on your hometown in Chicago, you started to open up your heart a little bit to Grant.
Did I?
I think with that kind of vulnerability comes the chance of heartbreak. Let's take a look back.
Wow, hello.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
My name is Dina. I'm from Chicago.
You're from Chicago? How you like it there?
I love it, and you're gonna love it too.
Okay.
My name is Dina. As a female attorney, I think people underestimate me all the time. It might be the way that I look, and I might be young, and I might be a girl, but I'm still gonna kick your ass. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes, I will.
But I'm guarded, I'm tough. I've been known to be an ice queen like my entire life. It's hard for me to do this.
This is something that I wanted to see. Not that I want to see you cry, but something that I want to see from you is I want you to be yourself. Honestly, I've never dated a woman like Dina before. I've never been in a dynamic with a person where it's like you push me and I push you type of thing. Because I never had somebody like that. She's strong, she's independent, she's smart. She's somebody that would keep me on my A game. Underneath that exterior is a woman who's sweet, who's loving, who's kind.
I wish for a happy marriage filled with love, laughter, children, and full of fun. I like the way that Grant makes me feel. He is so open and honest, and he's disarming. I don't know, I think I'm starting to melt. Being with Grant was so romantic. It's hard not to fall in love. Obviously, you know, I come from a really big family, and they're very important to me. And my family's like very traditional. I wanted you to meet them, but they will not be here, and you're not gonna get to meet them.
It's a little disappointing. Her family isn't really approving of this whole journey. To not have that support from the people that you love the most is hard.
You know, if we decide to continue on together, then you're gonna meet my family, and they're gonna see how great you are. My biggest fear now would be that maybe Grant will think that we're not as far along, and it would maybe set us back.
So, I was developing feelings for you, and I appreciate the moments that we had together.
I mean, you know what you want, you know what you're looking for. Obviously, I think you're amazing, and I'm ready to be engaged, and I'm ready for marriage. I got really close with you, and I think that I really liked you, and I told you that, but I hope you find exactly what you're looking for.
Thank you.
I did really try. I'm somebody that really shields myself when it comes to those types of connections, and he let me feel very comfortable being completely honest. I did have an open heart, and I took it as far as I possibly could. He's gonna make somebody so happy, and I think they're gonna make him so happy too.
I'm sure there's a lot going through your mind as you watch that playback.
Honestly, I remember having that conversation with him, and I wasn't processing. Like, I'm someone that I have emotions, but I hide from them, and I don't like to feel them, and so I wall up a bit, and then, you know, later on, I may process it and think about the emotions that I had in that moment. But the issue with my family, I think, again, it made me so uncomfortable because I wanted him to meet my family. I wanted my family to be there. And the fact that they weren't, it made me, I didn't want to deal with it head on. And so I kind of, and I remember it as I was watching it, I kind of said it and got rid of it. Like, I didn't want to continue talking about it. And he asked me, you know, how does it make you feel, the fact that your family is not here? And I completely dodged the question. I said, I think I started talking about something else, which is what I do. And we never really talked about it again. And then when I watched the episode, I heard that he said, it's really disappointing that I didn't get to meet Dina's family, and it might be a make or break deal for me. And we never talked about that. Like, it never came up. And so when, he's breaking up with me, he said something like, I just wanted to let you know it's not because I didn't meet your family. And when I went home, I was like, well, it should have been because you didn't meet my family, because that's kind of important.
How would things be different, you think, if he had met them?
Honestly, and this is something that I haven't told anyone, and I didn't tell Grant at the time, it was ultimately my decision to not have my family be a part of it. Okay. I have a really big family. Half of it were okay with it, and the other half, mostly my brothers, were, this is not okay, this is so fast, she's not gonna be able to have a guy who's been dating 25 girls be faithful to her, like they didn't trust the process. And so when I found out that my family were at odds with each other about it and it was causing polarizing views, I was like, let's just do a friends thing. I'm not gonna have my family meet Grant and the whole time I'm having to convince them of the process and convince them that I'm ready to get engaged when I don't know that I necessarily was convinced of that myself.
Do you regret it?
Yeah, I regret it a little bit. Maybe it could have been a little bit different, for sure.
I know a lot of people refer to you as the Ice Queen, right? But here's the thing, you're a very accomplished attorney. You're very successful. I personally believe a big part of that is that you always have to be confident. But it was amazing watching you on this journey because I thought you showed a lot of courage opening up and being vulnerable for Grant.
It's a new feeling for me. I am an ice queen a bit, but it's for the people that don't know me, for the people that I don't let in, So for the people that know me and I love, like, you will not see that side of me. Yeah, I'm not gonna be mushy-gushy all the time, but I'm also not this like stone cold person either. So to be able to do that with Grant in such a short amount of time was special for me, and I think it taught me that I'm able to put my walls down for the right person. I'm able to allow myself to feel things that I don't necessarily let myself feel all the time.
Well, you have been successful in everything in your life that you put your mind to, and I really hope moving forward, you'll be willing to be vulnerable, put those walls down.
I'm gonna try.
Because you deserve love, and I know your guys out there waiting for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Let's hear it
you.
for Dina, everybody.